It's about to get effing cool.
Hey yo, welcome everyone to another effing cool live stream. I am Mason and joining me today is Big Mike. What's up, man?
What's up? How's it going?
It has been a day. Oh, we got Tyler joining us too. Let's see.
Oh, good. It's been
Cool.
a morning.
Yeah, dude, it's been intense. We just wanted to log in here today and talk about our bracket, the effing madness that we've been teasing for the last month or so.
I know people, they might be annoyed by now. Sorry.
Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? Can you hear
Hey,
us?
Mason, nothing much. Can you guys hear me all right? I can. Can you
We
hear
can
me?
hear you great.
Yeah, hey. Yeah,
All right, great.
we're good to
Yeah,
go.
man.
So let's get started. So EFNcool Madness was announced finally today after all those teasers. Thanks everybody for liking and retweeting and all that good stuff. We put this together over the last few months, and I'm very proud of what we were able to do in that time frame. A lot of hard work. Toast was able to create all these graphics for us, and Eric had did the helmets, and it was just a big old project. So I'm very grateful for everybody and the positive feedback that we've received so far.
Yeah, it's been really fun. It's been
Yeah, I
really
mean,
good.
when
Go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, when you revealed like all of the assets you guys had made for this, my mind was blown. Like everyone put so much work into it, and it's really cool seeing people's reactions now that you're able to finally share it with everyone.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's been cool, and the positive reactions have been coming in. You know, we got the few haters, but that's to be expected. And any press is good press, in my opinion. So, yeah, just keep it coming. And yeah, Tyler, it's awesome to have you here today because you have something that we're going to talk about, a series of articles coming out in conjuncture with this. But and we'll get to that in a little bit. But we just kind of wanted to explain the rules and how it's all going to work out. With the voting process and that kind of stuff. So just kind of have a little bit of a breakdown of how it's going to run. Basically, how I'll explain how the bracket works. I've spent a lot of hours coding this bracket and all that. So, yeah, pretty exciting. So, Mike, do you just want to kind of start out by talking about the schedule for it? Oh, hey, Chris is
Yeah.
joining.
So the schedule is oh, hey, Chris. The schedule is going to break down like this. So round one is this week, round two the next week, round three, and so on and so forth. So starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow, we will be kicking off all the matches. What, Chris? Tell your kid that.
Sorry, I'm jumping. I literally just walked on the door, so I'll mute myself.
Okay, cool. Thank
Okay.
you.
So 6 a.m. is the whole thing's going to kick off tomorrow morning. That's Pacific Standard Time, by the way, so California time. It'll go one match at a time. Tuesday will be bracket one, which is the first four. Wednesday is bracket two, and so on and so forth throughout the rest of the week until all first round matches are done. You'll have 23 hours to vote. So once the bracket goes up at 6, it'll close at 5 a.m. the next day. And the reason why we did 23 hours is it allows us to create the second round matchups graphics so we can get those out the door on time for next week. So look for them every day this week, starting tomorrow at 6, 7, 8, and 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So those will all go up. We've created graphics for them. Mason has a teaser for everybody. This will be the first graphic for the first matchup tomorrow morning. So he can show that when he's ready.
Yep.
So there it is. Our logo, our beautiful helmets that Eric has created for us at Trekkie V. It has everything that you need to know on there. So the way you're going to vote is we're going to post these, and then you are just going to reply with the hashtag of the Red Ranger you're voting for. Mason will go into a little bit more detail, but the way it works is the reply is the vote. So if you vote for both, the vote doesn't count. If you don't use the hashtag, the vote doesn't count. You have to be specific. Now, capitalization, I don't think matters as far as I know, as long as the hashtag is there with the correct words in the right order. It will not take any spelling errors as well. We've created a pretty extensive algorithm for each matchup, each round to get to the winner. So all voting is valid, and only one person gets to vote per Twitter account. So if anything, the back end stuff, Mason, if you want to take it over, go for it, and how that all came to be.
Yeah, so I'm going to just pull up the bracket here, and I'm going to share that on the screen. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, go into effncool.com/red-ranger-madness, and you will see our bracket that I have formulated out of a bunch of code. And yeah, so basically we have an algorithm that will go through our Twitter posts, collect all of the comment data, your hashtags and stuff like that, and then it takes whatever votes have been casted and calculates it back into the bracket. So every 15 minutes, this bracket goes to Twitter and says, "Hey, send all your data my way," and then I'm gonna calculate that out into percentages based on who's being voted on which post. So tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday, we'll start off with the first four matchups. So the first four matchups you see on the left side of the screen. And then Tuesday we'll do the next, or is it, let's see, is it, yeah, then Tuesday we'll do the next four matchup, or Wednesday we'll do the next four matchups,
Yeah.
and then Thursday four, and then Friday four. And then we'll give the weekend to let it breathe, get all the next graphics and things set up to go into the next round. So it'll be really fun. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this bracket works out. And, just a lot of I like all the speculation we've been seeing on Twitter about,
Quite a bit.
people like, oh, Wes, oh, Jason, oh, this or that. So I'm Team Carter personally, but
Yeah, so let me segue off that for just a second. So the brackets, it took us quite a bit to figure out which 32 Red Rangers we were going to use. We would love to have used Omega Red, but we didn't want the same Jason twice. And yes, we have the same Troy twice, I guess, but that's where the debate kind of came in, and it's a completely different suit and completely different. I don't know. It should have been a different season, and we also try to prioritize the TV show over the other media, which is why we didn't include the recent adaptations for the Legendary Squadron suits that are now in the comics, which I believe is a different name, and that person and Deca Red, which would have been Sky's appearance in the comics as well. But there's always next time. So don't think that we didn't miss it on purpose. It was quite extensive discussions. And then the Red Rangers themselves, the ones we did settle on, if you look at it, nobody is going to get a first round kind of bye, I guess you could say. They all have a tough matchup, right? And so all of them could potentially show up in the second round. So that was kind of my idea when it came to creating these brackets. I used my son as a proxy a little bit to say, hey, who's going to win this? And if he said it immediately, then it's okay, it's too easy. So then I asked, hey, who's going to win this? And if he had to think about it for a second, whether it was his favorite or if he thought of those two Red Rangers having a battle, then that made me say, okay, that's what we're going to go with. That's the matchup. So I had to do that until process of elimination. And I ended up tweaking here and there after a bit. And I think we settled on something that's quite fair and pretty elaborate on all the Red Rangers that we've used.
Yeah, so essentially this is our pilot program for this, so I think next year we want to do some seedings and kind of get the fans involved and different things like that if we do another bracket similar to this. But But yeah, so I think you did a great job formulating the matchups. I know some people will have problems with certain ones, but I think it's kind of, I hope we're surprised, but I think it's going to be kind of glaring of who's going to make it past the first couple of rounds. And then that's where it'll really get interesting in the fan push. So make sure only one vote per Twitter user will count to this bracket. So that's how we have it set up to make the results as authentic as possible. So some spammer can't come in and spam, 100 votes for, Hyperforce Red that everybody loves. No, just and push that all the way to the end. So we're going to have the most authentic results as possible with this bracket. So we're really looking forward to it. Mike, talk about the giveaway a little bit we've got attached to this.
Yeah, so giveaways, it's kind of like my thing if you follow me on socials. And I thought, okay, well, this seems like a pretty good opportunity to have all the Lightning Collection Red Rangers, even Dino Fury. So we are going to try to get our hands on an actual Dino Fury figure, and if we can't, we're going to give you one anyways. We're just going to pre-order it, and we'll have it shipped to your house. So every announced Red Ranger is included in this giveaway, even Raphael Red Ranger, who we got a hold of. So sorry it's not new in box, but I was able to get one because somebody decided they were going to build a foot soldiers army, so that's fine. So he's included in it, and he comes with all of his accessories as well, the different head sculpts and hands. So that one is you have to vote. You have to vote in each round in each matchup, and the way the algorithm works is at the very end of it, we will see who voted in every single matchup, every single round till we get to the end. And from there, we will just randomly pick a winner with the algorithm and how it's designed.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to want to vote in each matchup because like literally I have it set up to loop through these databases and say and find your user and then check every matchup and make sure you voted. So it's really very foolproof here. So we want everybody to have a chance to win. We want everybody to be involved in that. And that was the whole point, right? We didn't want Andros and Mystic Force to blow up because it's the first matchup and then nobody votes on the rest of them. So that's the whole point, is just to keep everybody involved the whole month, having a good time, keep it moving, things like that. So if you're watching this and you have any questions, throw them in chat. We'd be glad to answer any sort of question that you might have. But I did want to talk to Tyler a little bit. And this is the first time Tyler's been on with us in any kind of streaming video format. So Tyler, you didn't even know what was going on exactly until like last week, but you formulated something really cool that you're going to be doing a series of articles on for EFNcool. So did you want to talk about that a little bit if you can?
Yeah. I'll the origin of this was I went to Mike and I said I had an idea for an article about how to make any kind of tokusatsu hero in D&D. So basically, there are a lot of mechanics that can be akin to a henshin, like a barbarian's rage, or abilities to summon armor or summon weapons that are similar to what you'd see in a morph. And he said, that's really cool. Can you make it Red Ranger themed? And I thought, okay, yeah, that's a challenge. And I took that on. And even before I really knew what was going on, I was like, I'm just going to make a level 5 D&D character for every single Red Ranger I can get my hands on. And luckily that seemed to work out pretty well with the theme. So starting tomorrow, we'll be releasing 4 at a time. And I worked to try and make them to be 4 that would work well in an adventuring party. Because obviously there's going to be a lot of monks, there's going to be a lot of fighters, it's going to reflect a lot of the PR flavor. But we have some sorcerers, we have some wizards in there, and I think that the way we're building them is going to be really, really interesting. And I don't know how big the Venn diagram of PR fans and D&D fans are, but I'm smack dab in the middle, so that's what I'm writing about.
Yeah, dude, that is awesome because this is, I mean, for me as just being a part of EFNcool, you coming on the team, I've always been interested in D&D, but I've never got into it. So like this is kind of going to be a bridge article for people to kind of see, like, get a little bit of the feel of how it all works. Am I right in saying that, Tyler?
Yeah. My previous articles, I try and keep it as rules light as possible. And I try to reflect that mentality here again. That being said, I did fill out the actual character sheets with a lot of nitty gritty details and Easter eggs that D&D people might be able to translate for the PR people. But it's going to be a really fun way of showing off kind of how you can take a character from media and turn it into a really well-balanced D&D character, because that's where a lot of people get kind of their first ones. Like, they're like, well, I kind of want to make a Batman-esque character, and then they build in D&D, and through play, that character evolves into someone completely different. So it's a really fun exercise.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And be sure to look out for Tyler's article. It's going to be featured all month long at the top of the homepage on EFNcool. So we've got a lot of articles coming out, and he'll be updating that one as we go weekly. Is that correct, Tyler?
Yes, on Tuesdays and Fridays, we'll be dropping 4 at a time.
Perfect. Yeah. So that's awesome. Yeah. So it'll be featured at the top of EFNcool all month long. He'll be updating the post, keeping it updated date wise. So you can always see it up there at the top. And, so don't just read it once and look for the other post. Come back to that one because he'll be continuously updating that. So that's really cool, Tyler. That's awesome that you did that. And we really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
It was something I would in my free time anyway. So it's just it's cool to get to write it up, and hopefully people like it.
Yeah, for sure. And check out Tyler's review on Rogue Sun as well. That came out today on the website, and we're just really excited to have Tyler on board. And yeah, we're talking about doing some D&D works stuff in the works for EFNcool, maybe running a campaign and stuff like that. So definitely we'll be seeing Tyler more in the media side of our website and stuff too. So really looking forward to that. But yeah, man, thanks for joining us. And I know you're on your commute right now, but yeah, thanks for hanging out with us here for a little bit. Chris, what's going on, man? You got anything to say?
I just really want to stress how awesome it is that this bracket that you created, and I want to throw it out there too. Like the programming behind this is 100% original. Like this isn't something that we found that we just threw some custom graphics. And no, Mason built this entire thing, programmed this entire thing to work with Twitter and everything. Like it's 100% like EFNcool's programming, technically. So I'm just blown away by that. Yeah, it's just blown away. So hopefully everybody enjoys this. Huge like kudos doesn't even seem like the right word to Mike, to you, Mason, to Toast Mike. You guys have been working on this almost nonstop for 45, 50, 60 days in most cases. I'm just really excited. And it's kind of like that whole Morphin Madness from a few years ago, but without the ability for someone to like hack it. So I think that's right. Gives us the ability.
That's a win.
But you have a better odds of winning, anyways. As someone taking part in it, you have a better chance to win than you did Morphin Madness. But no, it's fun. I encourage people to get excited. I don't know. I encourage people to kind of like guess who's going to win. Like put some wagers out there, like just for fun with your friends or whatever. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I already got I got my custom bracket already done. So
I don't like it.
I know you don't, but I'm willing to put stuff down that I think my custom bracket is the way it's going to turn out. We'll see.
Oh man, I hope not.
Yeah, we got a PDF we're gonna put out too, so people could customize their brackets. Post them online. Show us what you think like is gonna work out and all that.
Use the hashtag too, so we can easily track it. And we'll retweet them.
Another big mention here is Eric. He finished all of these helmets in the Ninja Rocky for us to do this. I don't know if anybody watching this stream or the replay saw his streams, but he worked really hard on those and he did a bang up job just on all of these in general, but especially these more recent ones he did. Psycho Red, you'll see Dino Fury Red. That was, one of the newer ones he did. And the detail on Dino Fury Red just looks so good. So I'm super hyped that Eric was able to do that for us and really came through on those. You'll notice here on the bracket, if you hover over each of the Ranger helmets, we've got a little infographic that pops up. I made that to kind of resemble the viewing globe a little bit. So in that bluish flavor with the logo of the season or the movie or whatever, and it's got a little bit of details, so you can kind of see exactly who's who when you're looking at the bracket and stuff. So it's like, is this Rocky or Jason? It's Jason, obviously. But so anyway, I thought that was a cool little touch to the bracket and stuff. So, but yeah, Mike, did you have anything else? Any other details you wanted to talk about with it? Did we miss anything?
I don't think so. I think if anybody has any questions left for the voting, I'll encourage them to watch this replay, and we'll keep it posted. To record it, and we'll put it on our YouTube channels and everything. Yeah. So if anybody wants to go back and hear how I explained it, how you explained it, just a few shout outs real quick before we take off, because it is a short stream this time, sorry. But we will try to be back to do, some end of the week chit chat on who's winning, why did they win, kind of thing. So look out for that. But shout out to the Legacy Wars team from Enway to promote. I appreciate all that they reached out and said, "Oh, this sounds like a great idea. We're going to retweet it." And I said, "Thank you very much." So shout out to them. Kudos for all that stuff. They actually put it on all their socials. So that was a big boost to get the widest range that we could possibly get for this. And that's pretty much it. Shout out to Toast for doing all these graphics. Like, he put this all together. So that guy, we stayed up quite a bit and was like, no, tweak it this way, no, slightly this way, add the shadow effect, don't add the shadow effect, and all the teasers and everything. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that teaser. Thank you for all the views on that. It's very reminiscent of Zio's teaser, is what we were kind of going for. So I hope everybody noticed. I don't think anybody mentioned it, but we try to keep it nostalgia based, but also,
Yeah, it was mentioned in the Reddit thread. Somebody figured that out in the Reddit thread you had set up.
Good. We made it to Reddit.
Zio. Yeah. So, what I was going to ask you, did you want to talk about the crown a little bit, where that comes from? For anybody who may not be aware.
Crown, first, obviously you get a banner or a championship if it's March Madness and all that stuff, and you cut down the net. We wanted to do something Power Ranger related, and so we came up with the Corona Aurora, but all red jewels instead of the multicolored ones. And then we also commissioned M at For Mighty on Twitter to draw it in the Lightning Collection style. So he was more than welcome to do, or very eager to do it. So he hooked it up, man, and it looks really good. We are going to create a graphic for the winner, and we will put the crown across the helmet. Yeah, it's going to look funny, and we'll have a nice, congratulations and all that stuff. Another thing too, when voting starts, I mean, let's see if we can get some of these Red Rangers to, retweet and all that stuff. Maybe they want to win this fun EFNcool Madness tournament. So I wouldn't be above tagging somebody in something. So JDF, you can hi-yo your way in here. It's fine.
We love you, JDF.
However you need to do it. Yeah, I mean, you want to get your red Zeo Ranger, keep Dragon Sword out. You're going up against Quantum Ranger for a reason. So
we got a question, Nerdboy91. Is this about who's the better fighter or the better Red Ranger?
Oh, no. That's up to you. That is up to you. So when you're looking at these,
the answer is yes.
I mean, the answer is yes. However you want to vote. If it's your favorite, vote for your favorite. But if your favorite goes up against a red that you think, oh, that guy would probably lose, well, that's you gotta talk to your inner self about that one. But it's Jungle Fury red for me the whole tournament. So
something I'm really hoping to see, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is a lot of Twitter arguments. Like, I want people to come in and like, hey, listen, maybe it's not my favorite season, but Super Megaforce suit is so much better than the Rockies and Jetty suit. Like, I want people to really get down into whatever just, like, strikes your fancy. Like, I know Mike's son went immediately to fighting, and that's fine too, but there's so many factors, and take your pick. We don't ask you your reason for your vote. You can vote for whatever you like for whatever reason you like.
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly.
If you just like the shine on the Beast Morpher sunglasses helmet, and you just want that to push all the way and win the crown, we're more than happy to take that as an exceptional reason to vote. Pirate Monkey, what's up, man? Vote for your fandom. The Power Rangers fandom's due for another shakeup. LOL. Lee.
I'm glad we could help start it and rattle the cages, I guess.
Yeah, let's
vote for Jungle Fury Red, though. I'm serious.
Let's debate. Let's debate, but not hate. How about that?
Yes, very. Yep.
Yeah. I think that was.
Do you know what year it is?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Well.
Hey, we're doing this as an all-inclusive. Everybody, let's have some fun. A celebration of the Power Ranger fandom. It looks like there might be a big shakeup to just Power Rangers in general coming. So, like, hiya, a huge send-off to this era of Power Rangers. I think it's going to be something really fun.
It's true. There's a rumor that this is it, that there's no adaptation after Dino Fury. So if that's the case, then here you go. Let's celebrate, 29 seasons, so to speak, and see what happens. Let's have fun with it. Let's see who's everyone's favorite Red Ranger.
Yeah, and it's cool. I've got the bracket set up. the bracket set up too to where you'll see the percentages, and then it will also show projections on the next round. So like if Mystic Force Red is winning, you'll see his helmet over here in like a projection type situation. So and then if Andros pulls ahead, his helmet will appear. So it's gonna be cool once the bracket gets going and starts populating. I'm really excited to see it. Do you have something to say, Tyler?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I gotta head out, but thanks so much
Cool.
for having me on. It's been a blast talking with y'all.
Yeah, thanks
Later,
for dropping
Tyler.
in, Tyler. Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you so
coming,
much
Tyler.
for coming on,
Later.
and we will be seeing you soon too. We want to have you on more in the future as well. So thanks for joining our team and being here today. So,
Hey, anytime, bud.
all right,
Bye.
man. Take care. We'll see you. Yeah, no, this is fun. I'm really, really hyped for Tyler's articles coming out. We were chatting a little bit about it today, and he's really putting a cool spin on this as well. So, yeah. Anything else you guys had to say on this topic? Otherwise, I think that's pretty good. I think we've explained it pretty well. Like I said, 4 matchups per day this week for the first rounds, and then next week it'll be 2 matchups per day. Is that correct?
Eventually, when we get to the third round, I think it's 2 matchups, or I have it backwards. Either way, there's going to be some matchups every day, all the way.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the semifinals, the voting will be for 48 hours instead of 23 because it's Final Four, so we wanted everybody to get a little bit longer on it. And then the finals will run 48 hours as well and crown the winner on the 31st.
Nice. Yep. And Tyler Bozetsky in chat says, "Hey guys, what's up, man? Thanks
Hey,
for
Tyler.
joining." And just check out everything that EFNcool's got going on. We've got possibly some new faces coming in, some good content coming through the pipe. And yeah, just this is going to be our focus this month. Red Ranger Madness. And oh yeah, I wanted to say big thanks to David Fielding. He did our.
Oh yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
and we're
thank you,
gonna
David.
play. Yeah, and we're gonna play him out with that teaser at the end of this. But yeah, I mean, he was a rock star in getting that together for us. He's been so cool and supporting us with this and stuff. So big thanks to him. And yeah. So anyway, all right. Anything else you guys want to say? I think we'll end it there.
Vote. Use your right to vote.
Yep,
vote.
That's right.
Vote.
Go
Right, guys.
retweet, go crazy, have fun.
Yeah.
Let's play fight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's
for
it.
sure. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hit the button and we're gonna play out the teaser, and we'll see you next time. We'll be talking more about this month.
Bye,
All right,
everyone.
guys. Later.
Ranger fans, David Fielding here. Starting tomorrow on EFNcool, 32 Red Rangers enter the morphing grid, and only one can win. You decide by voting for your favorite. Red Ranger Madness starts right here at EFNcool.